Josh Silverman, and this is Edge Ed, cutting edge education for the 21st century. Vocab Lab, we are up to group 5. Knowing is half the battle. So all the words in this group, all 30 words, have something to do with knowing, not knowing. They fit into that global umbrella. And of course, knowing is half the battle. That's the catchphrase for G.I. Joe, an old cartoon from the 1980s. And so I'll have lots of 80s and 90s references in this one, lots of pulp culture, lots of pop culture references for you. Hopefully some of them you might catch. First set of 10, sure versus not sure. All 5 of the words on the left-hand side mean sure. Endorse, support. Famous athletes will get endorsement deals. Michael Jordan wears Nikes, so you should too. Endorse, support. Immutable, unchangeable. The X-Men, they're mutants. Their DNA has been changed to give them superpowers. But if you are immutable, then you are unchangeable. Adamant, I'm right about it. Now, the coolest of all the X-Men is, of course, Wolverine. And he had super sharp claws and an indestructible skeleton because his entire skeleton had been fused with adamantium, the hardest, most inflexible, indestructible metal in the entire Marvel universe. If you are adamant, you are as completely unflexible as adamantium. Adamant, I'm right about it. Corroborate, authenticate. All right, now this isn't a comic book or an X-Men. This is Law and Order, one of the longest running shows on TV. I think it's in its 25th season now. All right, so if you've ever heard of Law and Order, every episode starts with the police catching a body. Somebody got murdered. So they always start with the boyfriend. Everybody knows the boyfriend did it, okay? So they go down to they question him, usually somewhere in the meatpacking district. And usually the dude's like unloading some boxes off of a truck, right? Susie? Yeah, we dated. Nah, haven't seen her in a week. Last night I was at Tony's place eating some pizza pie. Stayed there all night. So now the police have to go to Tony's to corroborate the boyfriend's alibi. Corroborate, authenticate. Make sure that it's true. Fervent, fiery, passionate, zealous. Like Christopher Walken in the famous SNL sketch with Will Ferrell. I got a fever, and the only cure is more cowbell. A fervent fan of the cowbell, fervent, fiery. All right, all 5 of these mean not sure. Obscure, not sure. That's a pretty obvious one. It's something that's unusual, not widely known, kind of like the references I make in this video. Ambiguous, not big on details. Ambiguous means uncertain, not clear or well-defined. Ambiguous, not big on details. Ambivalent, am not. This isn't exactly the same as ambiguous, but it's easy to confuse them. Ambivalent means undecided, not uncertain. Either because you can't decide or you just don't care. Nate wants to get Thai food. Carlos wants to get Korean food. Me, I'm ambivalent. I don't really care either way. Equivocal, questionable. To equivocate means you're questioning yourself. Do I take the blue pill or the red pill? Equivocal means undecided. Equivocal, questionable. And finally, conjecture, guesswork. Conjecture means an educated guess. Okay, let's go ahead and match these up. First time through, I'll say the words while looking at the page. You say the clever connections. Endorse, support. Immutable, unchangeable. Adamant, I'm right about it. Corroborate, authenticate. Fervent, fiery. Obscure, not sure. Ambiguous, not big on details. Ambivalent, am not. Equivocal, questionable, conjecture, guesswork. All right, second time through, I'll say the words without looking down. You say the clever connections. Endorse. Immutable. Adamant. Corroborate. Fervent. Obscure. Ambiguous. Ambivalent. Equivocal. Conjecture. So the clever connections are clever, ha, 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 but they're not meant to be the dictionary definitions. I'll never give you dictionary definitions. What I will give you are the top 3 synonyms for each of these words. This is how you really know the meaning. All the words on the left-hand side mean sure, endorse, approve, affirm, champion. Now, this is a secondary meaning. We know what a champion is. It's the one that wins at the end of the tournament. But here, it's a verb, and it means to endorse something, to approve of something, to work towards some goal. The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. championed the cause of civil rights. Immutable, permanent, constant, enduring, adamant, resolute, uncompromising, inexorable. Corroborate, confirm, verify, substantiate, fervent, impassioned, zealous, ardent. These 5 mean not sure, obscure, unheard of, insignificant, unclear, ambiguous, imprecise, indeterminate, vague, ambivalent, uncertain, indecisive, irresolute, equivocal, non-committal, unsure, undecided, conjecture, speculation, theory, hypothesize. Okay, let's match up synonyms and antonyms here. First 5. Synonyms first, antonyms second. So these are going to be just the words that mean sure. All right, let's check them out. Synonyms first. Endorse, champion. Immutable, permanent. Adamant, resolute. Corroborate, substantiate. Fervent, ardent. All right, and I've got a little bonus clever connection for you. Ardent, hardened. Ardent means your position has been hardened. You're certain and you're not going to change your mind. Now let's take a look at those antonyms for the sure words. Endorse, renounce. Immutable, variable. Adamant, yielding. Corroborate, contradict. Fervent, apathetic. All right, let's move on to the not sure. These 5 words mean not sure. Synonyms first, antonyms second. Here we go. Obscure, unheard of. Ambiguous, imprecise. Ambivalent, indecisive. Equivocal, non-committal. Conjecture, speculation. And the antonyms, obscure, recognizable. Ambiguous, definite. Ambivalent, certain. Equivocal, definitive. Conjecture, fact. Thank you, my friends. That is all for Sure versus Not Sure. We'll be back with the next set of 10. And in that one, we're going to be doing easy to grasp versus difficult to understand. We will see you then, folks. Bye-bye. Thanks, everyone. Bye.